time. 12 o'clock show with Mayor Joe. But really, we're not here for that. We're here for Santa.
Oh, Merry Christmas. Hi, Joey. How are you?
I'm doing really well. Thank you so much for making some time. You've been a big frequent visitor to Reynoldsburg lately.
I love Reynoldsburg. Mrs. Claus is looking at property in Reynoldsburg.
There we go. Well, there's certainly some housing out there for her.
There are. And you're building more.
Yes. There's always some opportunity for everyone.
Yes.
Well, I really appreciate you coming here, and I'm not going to take too long, but obviously we've got to talk about, the big day just in a few days. How are things coming along?
We're doing well. I've been making some visits around, and every time I visit someone, they tell me something on the list, and so we have to add it. And so the elves are making some last-minute preparations, getting some things together. The reindeer are all ready to go.
Okay.
Rudolph has been resting his nose, and he's good. He's ready to go with that.
Well, hopefully the weather's going to be, it seems to be, at least in Ohio, it should be pretty good.
Here we're doing pretty good. We have some rough areas. Iceland's a little rough this year, but yeah.
Well, I think you're gonna be going fine. So I just, always the good things about it is, once the day is done and you're on your way back to the North Pole, Mrs. Claus, and you take a deep breath, what comes next? What are you thinking?
Well, the elves are usually having an after-season party when I get back, and so I enjoy a little bit of time with them. And then Mrs. Claus and I go to the cabin and relax a little bit. And then we find out where she wants to go on a vacation.
Okay.
And I think this year she's talking about Virginia.
Virginia? All right.
The mountains.
That'll be good. Now, obviously, there could be a lot of kids watching and a lot of parents watching. The big question this year is, obviously, is there, because I know we asked last year what your favorite cookie was, and you named a very large number of them. But this year, is there one, like sometimes you get like in a mood, like there's certain types of hey, I really like this Chinese dish, or I like this pizza, or something like that. Is there a cookie that's kind of like jumping up at you that you just can't wait to have?
So you want me to narrow it down to just like 10 cookies?
Maybe you could do it 10, maybe one or two. It's just kind of anything that you think.
Two cookies,
yeah.
Two different cookies that I like. Well, I can come up with two cookies that I like.
All right.
My two favorite kinds of cookies would be homemade and store-bought.
There we go. Two favorite types of cookies.
Yes.
All right.
No, not mincemeat cookies. Did I tell you about mincemeat cookies?
No, I don't think you have.
So, and they're not bad cookies. Mrs. Claus's papa used to love mincemeat cookies, and so she would make them for him. And they look a lot like chocolate chip cookies. And so I came in from the stables one day, and there was a plate of cookies on the table, and I thought they were chocolate chip. And I picked one up and just shoved it in my mouth all at once because I didn't want her to see me eat it. And I thought it was a chocolate chip cookie, and it was not. It was a mincemeat cookie. And they're okay. Mincemeat cookies are okay, but if you think you're getting a chocolate chip cookie and it's not, it's a shock. And so I don't care for them as much anymore.
I don't blame you. I think you're expecting one thing and you get something completely different. So I know there's always one thing, and I don't want to add anything big to your list this year.
Okay.
But I want to see if you can at least help with this. I really think peace on earth would be a great gift for everyone.
In goodwill, yes.
Yes.
I'm working on that, yes.
We have a lot of things going on in the world, and we want to make sure we take the time to kind of try and do that. So anything you can do, and obviously anything I can do to help with that, I'm appreciative. And if there's maybe any Star Wars toys that happen to find themselves under,
Do you have a preference?
I'm just open to pretty much everything.
Okay, I'll see what I can do.
All right, I appreciate that. That's always good. Well, I don't want to keep you. I know you've got plenty of things that you've got going on, but I'm so appreciative. Coming into our tree lighting ceremony, which was fabulous. I loved it when the kids saw you and the looks on their faces.
Oh, and the children that sang from the school.
Yes.
Oh, that was so beautiful. I love that.
It was. I'm glad you made the time for us, and again, I look forward to it next year. Have a great, safe travel all around the world in a very short period of time.
Yes.
So.
Bye-bye. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
We'll see you in 3 nights.
All right.
And you're going to leave me some cookies?
Absolutely. One of your two favorites.
Oh,
Store-bought or homemade.
Merry Christmas.